Okay, everyone, welcome to the business workshop. This is the Mom to Mom business workshop. This is the first one of many to come. And I am so super excited that you are here. I would love it if you could just type in the chat box down below here on the coaching website, if you could just type down below, hey, I'm here, and let me know, that would be wonderful. That way I can address any questions that you might have, and then we can go ahead and move forward. I am going to try to, let's see, I'm going to try to stream this to Facebook as well. I'm not sure how that's going to go. So I will see. I'm going to stream it to my Facebook group. So if you are not a part of my Facebook group yet, you will want to do that. It is facebook.com/groups/dreams to real. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening in that group coming up in 2018 stuff. So I want you to take advantage of that and get on there and be a part. And just make sure that you've typed that you're here. On the coaching.iplannerandcompany.com, there is a blue chat box down below the video. There you'll see like a green register now button. And then there's a big blue box that you can type questions and chat and all that good stuff down in there to me. If it's on if it's on YouTube that you're typing chat, I may not get it because I'm switching between a bunch of different windows while I'm doing the live video. So it's just easier if I can keep all of the chat in one area. Oops, I got a little feedback there because I jumped over to YouTube to make sure of any chats over there. But we've got that all. So we can go ahead and keep playing that. Hopefully everything's working good. I know that it has been a while since I did one of these coaching workshops, and I actually wanted to do this one live in person, and it just didn't work out for me to do that. Hopefully in 2018 I will be hosting a live in-person workshop in Thomasville, North Carolina. But for this one it just didn't work out that way, and sometimes things like that, you know, sometimes things don't work out like that. I've got a lot of great stuff coming up for 2018. I've been in planning mode and kind of writing down some goals and doing a lot of thinking and all of that. So tonight's session is all about how you can work from home and stay home using the skills that you already possess. So you might be thinking, well, what in the world, you know, what skills do I have that I can put out there and create a business that I could work from home? because that's going to allow me to show you. When I began my business a little over 2 years ago, I was at a point where I was sick. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I had just been diagnosed with melanoma skin cancer. They told me that it was a Clark's level 4, and I had no idea what that meant. I thought, okay, well, does that mean I have stage 4 cancer? Am I going to be in the hospital? Am I going to have to go through chemo? Am I going to have radiation? What does that mean? What does that look like for my family? My husband was already, he was in school at the time. We had a year and a half old at that time, and my sister-in-law was living with us, which helped to, financially, because we were the rent and some of the bills, and so that helped to an extent. But then there were other things to be paying for, clothes for the children, diapers had to be paid, the internet bill had to be paid, there was all these different things. And I was thinking, where is this stuff going to come from? Then there's medical bills. How are we going to pay for this? How are we going to be able to get back and forth to the hospital? What's going to happen? And so I started to really think, okay, so what can I do to be able to getting this posted here to Facebook. What can I do to help my family to grow financially and make it so that it's not so much of a burden on my family, and that I can help them and still be able to be home or be in the hospital, or take my treatments, or do whatever I needed to do. And I thought, well, I've had a lot of office experience, and so idea to just getting this all ready to go here. So we're live in the group now. So I came up with the idea to I had all these computer skills. I had office skills. I knew a lot about running an office. I'd already been in business for myself for 10 plus years. I started my very first business when I was 18, and I knew, a bit of being an entrepreneur took a lot of work. And I put those skills all to work. And I came up with the idea to become a virtual assistant. Now, some of you may not know what a virtual assistant is or exactly what they do. Virtual assistant is someone who helps entrepreneurs, business owners. It could be online business owners. It could be owners, doctors, health coaches, authors, financial consultants, speakers, all different types of entrepreneurs and business owners to run their businesses, but they do it virtually. This helps the business owner to cut down on expenses because they don't have to pay for an office space. They're not putting out extra expenses for an extra light bill. They're not putting out extra expenses for an extra computer. They're not putting extra expenses out for heating or cooling or anything like that, because this is all done virtually. So the expense is on the virtual assistant to do. They have, the virtual assistant is the one that's got all of these, and they factor that into their cost of running their business. And so that's what I decided that I was going to do. And I thought, well, how in the world am I going to get this started? So I started looking online at where I'm going to find and one of the places that I started to look at was Upwork.com. And I found a client on there who was located in France. And I was so super excited about this. He was a publisher, and we started working together, and I learned so much from him. He actually ended up putting me in charge of his virtual assistant team. I started helping him get a little more organized, and I just kind of went from there and really built my business. And then I met up with a blogger, author, and another publisher. She did blogging. She was an author, and she also published books. And so to grow from there. And hope this isn't lagging too much. What I may do is just close out that window and see if that helps. Okay. So that was kind of where I came up with my business. Well, in the beginning, my mission statement was that I wanted to help women in particular. Now, if you remember, my first client was actually a man, and that's fine. Helped me, and we still keep in contact. I don't work for him anymore, but we still keep in contact, and sometimes he will contact me, and he will ask me for advice, or ask me, hey, I have this job, are you available? And I'm not say yes or no, I'm sorry, I can't take that on right now. Where I've gotten to in my business. And it's really awesome for that to have happened in these 2 years. And I'm super excited about that. So in the beginning, I wanted to help other women get to that point where I am, and be able to run a successful business themselves. With all that being said, summer, things drastically changed for me. My family, husband was in the spring, he was working multiple jobs. There were days where I would go all day and maybe see him 45 minutes out of the day. He was working a lot. I was working a lot. Were, needless to say, not neglected, but they needed mommy. And we knew that something had to change. And so we had been praying about it a lot, and this opportunity to us. And we ended up moving from our home state of Ohio to the state of North Carolina to become school teachers. So now my husband works full-time as a school teacher, and I work part-time as the computer literacy teacher at the same school. up a lot of different opportunities for me too. And so now I'm going into a little bit of a different aspect with my business. And that's where we are tonight. That's what's brought us to this workshop. So that's a little bit of the background of this got to where it is tonight. So what I want to share with you tonight is that yes, it is possible to work from home. There are legitimate ways to work from home. Now, how you go about it, how each person goes about it is different from each other person. There are many, many books, okay? I went to the library. This is one of the books that I found at the library, Making Money with Your Computer at Home, and it's by Paul and Sarah Edwards. Has a lot of different ideas in it. It's got a lot of different websites. When I first started my business, I was just going off the top of my head with things and trying to come up with something that I could do from home and use the skills that I already had. So where I've gotten to now is that I want to help you take the skills that you have and make a business. If you're here tonight, I would like you to type in the chat box the skills that you have. I don't care if they pertain to being a mother. If they pertain to being a mother, you may have customer service skills. Did you know that? Your children are customers. Whether you realize it or not, they are customers. My children wake up and they say, "Mommy, I want coffee." Yes, my children are 3, and yes, they drink coffee. I know, that's crazy, but that's the way it happens around my house. Their grandmother got them started on drinking coffee, and so they drink coffee now. That's just a little funny point. I am in the business of making them happy, satisfied children. What do we do when we're fulfilling a customer service role? We're in the business of making customers satisfied and happy, right? I'm wrong. We're in the business of fulfilling that role. I think my computer is telling me there's too much going on here. It's wanting to close all these windows and say they're not responding and all this fun stuff. Okay, so I hope you can see. So that's a skill. Another skill that you may have is answering the phone. Okay. The phone rings, we answer it. Do our voices change when we answer that phone? I remember growing up and I would listen to my mother answer the phone, and she may have just been getting after us kids and been using, her most stern mother voice, getting after us. And my dad ran his own business. And so a lot of times it was a client calling in regards to the business and needing, something done or whatnot. And my mother's voice would change. There was just something different about it. And I think that happens with everyone. When you answer the phone, there's just something about it that you go into like this different mode. You know, hello, this is Abigail. How can I help you? Or to more of a cheerful tone, unless it's somebody you really don't want to talk to. And then you the phone, or you just, most of the time you just don't answer the phone. So there's that skill. How many of you are used to using the computer? I know most of you have the, smartphones now. Everybody's got a smartphone of some sort. They're using all these different apps. And you know what? There are jobs that you can work straight from your phone. There's like tons of different things that you can do straight from this phone. All different apps that you can run straight from your phone. Testing out different things and learning different things. So my question is, you're watching, what skills do you already have? And like I said, if you're a mom, you've got customer service skills. You have serving skills as well. If you're a mother or a wife, you're used to satisfying customers, so to speak, your family. You're used to, reading those needs that they need. You're used to figuring out what your family needs and then meeting those needs. Those are customer service skills. Excuse me. I have a little bit of trouble with my voice. I don't have a bottle of water close. Okay. What about of planning events? One of the things that I love to do is plan my daughter's birthday parties. That is something that I just really, really enjoy doing. For months before their birthdays, I will get on Amazon. I will start making lists. I've already been doing this for months. Their birthday is in February. I often start like 6 months ahead of time before their birthday and start kind of getting an idea in my head of what kind of a theme that I want to do for their birthday. So as a mother, I've also become an event planner. You know that with an event, you come up with a guest list, you come up with a theme, you know that there are certain decorations that you have to have. There are the little souvenir bags. The name is slipping my mind right now. That get passed out to your guests. There are the menu to be planned. There's the outfits to be planned. There are the invitations to be sent. So that all has to be planned. It's like what you're actually going to put on the tables, what you're going to put on the walls, the cake. These are all things that you could put into an event planning business. for yourself. These are all ideas that actually went through my head when I was thinking about what am I going to do in the beginning. I was thinking, well, I would love to be an event planner. Well, then when I really got down to it, I thought, I'm just not cut out for that. I love doing that kind of stuff, but I love doing it for my family. I believe it was last year we had a Frozen theme for their birthday, and I love decorating the cake and all of that kind of stuff. It's so much fun, but I was not ready to do that for other people. And that's fine. If you are one of those people that is comfortable doing that, then event planner might be the thing for you. And that doesn't mean that you do all of those things yourself. You could and begin to hire a team. If you're not good at decorating cakes, please don't decorate cakes. It won't turn out well for you. Hire a team. Hire someone who is good at decorating cakes, who does amazing cakes. You're going to go far. If you are not good at decorating, don't do that part. But if you're good at planning, at strategizing and stuff, you would be perfect for that. The other thing, if you are great at planning things, there are those that become personal assistants. That is different than a virtual assistant. Personal assistants usually work with to actually help them plan out day-to-day activities. Someone who's very busy might be a speaker who travels a lot. They may have a lot of engagements. They may have, they might be a busy salesman. They might be, a really busy business owner, and they just have a lot on their plate. They need someone to arrange travel for them. They might need to have someone to arrange lodging for them for wherever they're traveling to, arrange a rental car, even down to picking up dry cleaning, taking dry cleaning some places. Those are things that you can do for people locally. Keeping everything organized in a calendar for them, making sure that they have a daily rundown of things. And there's a lot of apps that keep track of daily things now, but they require human input. So it's not like they're doing away with the human part of, what do I want to say? The human part of running the business. So that would be an idea, a personal assistant. Travel planning. If you love to travel and you're really good at getting discounts, Groupon, finding things on Groupon, finding things on Priceline, really coming up with a great tourist schedule, why not go into travel planning? Something like that. You can do that from your home. These are all things that you can do straight from your home as an entrepreneur, and do them legitimately. I've had people come up and ask me, well, home and it's legitimate? Yes, are legitimate things. The work that I do is actually legitimate. It's legitimate work. I'm not sure if it's on this group coaching call, but Anyway, so these are all things that you can do straight from your home. And so what I want to offer to you as a mom is, coming up in the new year, I'm going to be offering coaching path for mothers and stay-at-home moms. And I realized that when you first get started in business, you know, funds are low, and I'm willing to work with that. But I want to offer you services to help you the right foot, get the tools that you need to get out there and start marketing yourself correctly. Get your social media together, get a website together, and become legitimate as a business. I think it's very, very important to put together a front for yourself. And I think that it's important to start to set goals for yourself. And here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be hosting another live workshop. This one's going to be in the afternoon, December 19th at, I believe it's noon actually, that I'm going to be hosting that. And there's going to be an email that will be going out on Monday about that you can get registered. But those of you that have come tonight, I am going to send out a pre-registration link that you can get your tickets now before everyone else, and that way you're sure to be on. This workshop is going to be focused around, and it's free. This workshop is going to be focused around, it's going to be focused around goals, making 2018 your best year ever. And then we are going to actually do a vision board. I'm sorry, I had to deal with something with chat there for a minute. We are going to be doing a vision board and setting goals, coming up with our calendar for 2018. And I want to let you know that on my website, iplannerandcompany.com, I have available planners. And let me get the actual link for you. I would love to be able to help you plan out 2018, even if we don't plan the whole year, but at least plan, you know, the first, maybe even just the first quarter, so that we can really get you started strong with your business and get you started in 2018 and really give you a kick and get going. I know that maybe some of the moms that are watching this are in direct sales, and that's fine too. There are so many things that you could be doing with your direct sales company. I have a friend that does doTERRA oils, and I was speaking with her a while back. Actually, it was before I moved to North Carolina. Actually ended up to be that she's not too far from me now, but I didn't realize that I would be moving to North Carolina at that time. And I was talking to her and I said, listen, I said, there's so much that you could be doing with these doTERRA oils besides just selling them. I said, the bachelorette parties where the brides, they could host a party. You could host it either for a fee or you could do it for free, and then talk about how good these products are. You could make foot scrubs with this stuff. You can do foot soaks and like there are recipes to do that kind of stuff. All this different stuff that you can do with essential oils. And I said, that these ideas just kept coming to me. She had come to my house. She had traveled all the way from North Carolina up to Ohio and gave me a doTERRA touch massage. I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. And I told her, I said, there's just so much that you could be doing beyond just selling, basically peddling your whatever it is that you're selling. You could be doing the same thing with Avon. You could be doing the same thing with Rotzi or leggings, or there's just so much more beyond just selling the actual products that you could be doing with those direct sales companies. I personally am with Diplicious. You could be hosting that where people come and make a dip and take it home with them. Or you could host a make it and take it party where you have a specific menu that you make out, and then each person is assigned to make a certain either a certain thing on that menu or just make that menu, and then each individual that comes gets to take home a certain amount of that menu, and then they have so much for the week. And it's just a way to your business with marketing. And that's a whole other topic I know that I'm getting into. And I'll probably be getting into some of that in Q1 of 2018 in some of these free live coachings that I'm going to be doing. But I would love to have you join me. And let's see, getting that link for that planner for you. Here it is. It's called your productivity planner, and you can get it. I'm going to post the link here in the comments. And we are about to wrap up here. A little bit more with some pop-up Facebook Lives and different things. So you want to make sure that you get over there in the Freelance to Full-Time Entrepreneur group. That was the facebook.com/dreams to real group, because that's where they'll be live streaming too. And make sure that you get on over there, and so that you can be in on those Facebook Lives. Don't want to cooperate with me tonight. I think it just gets too much going. Okay, and that link is over in the group for the planner. Don't think that I can put it on the group coaching page on the website there. I may be able to put it in the chat on the live, but I'm not sure if it'll show up. I just put it on the YouTube channel. And we are going to wrap up this session. I hope that you gained something from it. And like I said, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about those coaching packages. There's going to be some group coaching available, as well as one-on-one coaching. And I'll have some emails going out about that, some more Facebook Lives once those are open for enrollment. They'll be open for enrollment here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll get those going. And I do hope to see you on the December 19th planning workshop. I'm so super excited about that. And I am going to go ahead and stop the broadcast, and I will see you next time. Bye.